Do you agree to pay guideline child support based on your current income to Ms. Willis?
No, because
Why not?
I also have them half the time. I have them half the month. So it's exactly 50-50. And I do all the extra.
When you say you could have the children 50-50, how many nights out of the week are they at your place?
They're out of the whole month, 14 days out of the month.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
The content that I have for you guys here today is literally ridiculous as it continues to demonstrate the disadvantages that men have within the family court system today. But you guys are going to like it because there's a happy ending at the end of it. This case details an ex-couple that had a kid. Now currently they have 50-50 custody. The mother is a nurse making good money, but yet still complaining that her lifestyle post-divorce has changed. These feminists scream from the mountaintops, the wage gap. And there is no wage gap, but an effort gap. And the selfishness of their arguments are on display within this content. Let's get active on this one. Without further ado.
So the final decree of divorce signed on January 6, 2021.
Yeah, the court takes just notice of that final decree of divorce, again, signed January 6, 2021.
Right. Ms. Willis, does that final decree of divorce order Mr. Mulligan to pay you any child support?
No.
Okay. Does it order Mr. Mulligan to do something else in lieu of paying child support?
Yes, to pay $600 of daycare and school supplies.
Okay. Since the signing of that divorce decree, has Mulligan done that?
He has done that, yes. There was a year that they were not in daycare because I was staying at home. So at that time, no, but while they have been in daycare and at the start of school, he has paid that.
Where were the children currently insured?
Through Dad, through Justin.
If Mr. Mulligan is still paying the daycare as per the divorce decree, why do you now want him paid to court?
Really to maintain the lifestyle that I was able to provide for the kids prior to the divorce. I'm no longer able to provide. I mean, they don't have the same lifestyle with me that we've always had, and it just gets hard sometimes.
So the husband is providing medical, school supplies, as well as daycare to the amount of $600 a month and has the kids for 50% of the time. And this woman has the gall and audacity to say and admit that she cannot provide the same lifestyle as when divorced. Now, with all of those things provided for the child and them being with the husband 50% of the time, do you really think that she means the lifestyle for the children or the lifestyle for her?
Can you give an example of that?
I mean, doing extra things, or even, doing any extra things like going to a local farm here where you can pick strawberries and such. Like, I can't afford that anymore. So, I mean, I'm just unable to provide those type of things for them. So, I mean, they're not going to have the memories with me doing those type of things.
Does Mr. Mulligan provide any other support for the children at daycare cost and school supplies?
Yes, he does.
What does he provide?
He has paid for Jace's sports, and I mean, school clothes, school shoes, Halloween costumes. I mean, that type of thing. Yeah.
Pass to witness, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Mulligan, do you have any direct relevant questions of Ms. Willis?
Okay.
I go ahead and call you.
Okay, go ahead and call your next witness, Ms. Laskowski.
Notice how this woman attempted the tried and true method of describing something, but then added on crocodile tears in order to gain sympathy for the court. Ma'am, you're both fully working adults. He has them 50% of the time, and it seems as though he's paying almost everything in regards to your children. You are not supposed to retain the exact same lifestyle post-divorce as when you were married. That wouldn't make any damn sense. This just means that you have to put more hours in the gym, more effort into your work to maintain your lifestyle. But now they're gonna pass questions to the father, and let's listen and see how much of the difference that these two parents put into effort into their families.
Okay, the state calls Mr. Mulligan. Mr. Mulligan, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how much do you earn?
Roughly, without overtime, like $2,300 every 2 weeks.
Okay, are you paid hourly?
Yes, ma'am.
How much are you paid per hour?
37.
Okay. How many hours a week do you work?
I work shift work, so every 2 weeks it's 84 hours.
Okay. You ever work any
Yes, I do work overtime occasionally.
about how many hours of overtime do you work per month?
I'd say maybe 30, 40 hours.
Is that your only source of income?
Yes, ma'am.
Does your employer offer health and dental insurance for you to put the children on?
Yes, they're on it.
How much does that cost you per pay period?
I think it's like 160. Well, I think it's like 160 a month.
Does your employer offer dental insurance to put the children on?
Yes.
Okay, how much does that cost you per pay period?
I'm not sure. That was both of them together. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. That amount I told you.
Okay. Do you have any other children under the age of 18 besides Jason Kylie?
Yes, I have 2 of them.
Okay. Do they live in the house or in your home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you pay for Jason Kylie's daycare every month?
I don't pay the full amount because before it was both of them going in there. I pay 2/3, which is $400 a month.
Why has it decreased?
Because it's only Kylie that's in there. When we first got divorced, it was
Okay.
$900 a month, so I was paying $600 a month. So now it's $600 a month, so I pay $400.
Is that because Jace is in school now?
Yes.
Do you provide any other support for the children on a monthly basis?
Well, I mean, everything she just listed, and then I do all the fundraisers. I do the school pictures. I do all the Halloween stuff. I do the sports. I do the dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. I pay for all that. And I give her money at Christmas time so she can get the presents she wants for them.
You have a ballpark figure on about how much you spend for the children every month?
No, I mean, I have no idea. I'd have to sit there and I'd have to look at my bank statements. But I mean, $300 maybe, I don't know, 200, 300.
Do you agree to pay guideline child support based on your current income to Ms. Willis?
No, because
Why not?
I also have them half the time. I have them half the month. So it's exactly 50-50. And I do all the extra.
When you say you could have the children 50-50, how many nights out of the week are they at your place?
They're out of the whole month, 14 days out of the month.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
So not only does his father spend 14 days a month with his children, but he also works 208 hours a month, basically working 10 plus hours a day during this bi-weekly shift thing that he does. And he pays for most of the children's expenses, and she is still asking for more.
What more do you want from me?
Shout out to Tyrese, but tell me, under what planet does this make sense? Ma'am, he's working an extra 30 hours a month in overtime. Where's your overtime? You should be happy and count yourself lucky that you're getting anything with 50-50 custody. And on top of that, you have an active father within your child's life. How dare you, Barbie?
Ms. Willis, do you have any direct relevant questions of this witness?
No.
Okay. Do you work, Ms. Willis?
Yes, I do.
Okay, where do you work?
I work at a pediatric office as a nurse.
As a nurse, how much do you earn there?
I make $23.94 an hour.
How many hours a week do you work?
40.
Okay. Is it accurate? I mean, does Mr. Mulligan have the children 14 days out of the month?
Yes, he gets them on his days off.
Okay. How old is the youngest?
3.
And Mr. Mulligan, I mean, is it kind of like your position that you're just opposed to modifying it at all? Or just not to the guideline support amount, or?
No, I don't feel like I should have to modify it all. I mean, I'm a dad. I'm there for my kid. I can understand if I only had them every other weekend, but I have them every single day I'm off, and I do all the extra stuff that costs money. I don't ask her to do it. I do it.
And Ms. Willis, you said that he's consistently done what y'all had agreed to, kind of outside of child support in that divorce decree.
Yes. I mean, he is a good dad. You know, he has done all of that.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Now, to the untrained eye, you may think that there's a couple of tears there because maybe she's starting to realize that the man, the father, actually does a lot within the children's life. But to my eye, it's the realization that she's not going to get her way, and she's trying to gain some sympathy now that she realizes that she may have to work extra to get the same lifestyle. But now let's listen to the kind of workers that these parents are.
How long have you been at this job, Mr. Mulligan?
I've been 11 years.
Okay. How long have you been working at your job, Ms. Willis?
5 years I just started back. I took a year off, and this is my 2nd month back.
So were you working at it at the time you got divorced in January of 2021?
Yes.
Okay. Anything further from the state, Ms. Laskowski?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further you think I need to know, Ms. Willis?
No.
Anything further you think I need to know, Mr. Mulligan?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. And I'll just say, to modify child support, I need to find a material and substantial change from the circumstances from the date of the last order. I'm just going to say I'm having a hard time finding that here. If you guys chose not to go a specific child support amount to do this outside agreement, which is being followed, you were both, I guess, kind of likewise similarly employed at the time of the divorce. So there hasn't been any great changes, from an income status for either one of you. So that being said, I think I'm just going to deny the modification altogether, leave the terms as they were per the divorce. Again, I'm just trying to explain to y'all where I'm at. I mean, it would be one thing, and I appreciate the fact that everyone's been following it and you guys have been able to work together to the extent that you have. I mean, that's absolutely great. But, frankly, because of that, there hasn't been any change. It's not like Mr. Mulligan wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing.
Right.
So I'm going to deny the modification again. So those prior terms, that's not to say that it can't get modified again in the future, because, it looks like at some point here, daycare costs might be going down to 0 or something like that. I guess whenever the youngest gets into school, that's why I was asking how what age or something we were at there. But that's gonna be my ruling here today. I can't, like I say, I can't find the material and substantial change. Everyone has 3 days to request de novo appeal hearing in the district court if you don't agree with my ruling. But thank you all very much.
Shout out to this judge for denying the modification and not giving this demon serpent greedy woman more money on top of this. This woman is delusional and hallucinating. This man does not owe you extra when he has the children for 50% of the time because he puts more work in than what you do. This mother is a failure, and the father should not be held responsible for her inability to make more money, because on top of all of this, the man is only making $10 an hour more than what she is. To me, it's absolutely ridiculous that motions or modifications to child support even see the light of day within a courtroom, right? To think that our tax dollars are being spent or are not snipping these motions before money is wasted by getting everyone together to have these conversations. But I think there needs to be complete change, overhaul, modification to the child support system. I think if you get 50% custody, the mother should pay for the mother's expenses with the children, and the father should pay for the father's expenses with the children. I think 50% custody should be given in most cases, unless there's violence or something like that. Any support between the parents should be decided based off of the independent needs of the children, childcare, etc. Where there's a shortfall dependent upon the salaries of the parents, then support should be figured out. Support should be given. But I do think that the amount of support should be capped. But until there's changes within the family court system, you're going to continue to get ridiculous, greedy women that ask for things like this. But I find it so interesting is that you don't see men petitioning the court for the woman to work more, to provide more to him. Seems to only be a one-way street here, and I wonder why that is. But all right, I'm gonna leave this content for here for today. Guys, drop me some comments down below. Tell me what you think about this piece of content. Did you learn anything? Do you have your own child support family court case to share? Either write it down in the comments or send me an email, because I might feature you on a piece of content. All right, questions, comments, concerns, y'all already know what to do. Make the tours reviews at gmail.com. All right, guys, until next time, peace.